Navigating by the Chart of Our Spiritual Ideals. By Charles Thomas Casey. The Casey readings are clear about the importance of all of us setting ideals as individuals. Then, the most important experience of this or any entity is first to know what is the ideal spiritually. Our plans and decisions should then flow from our ideals. Over the last few months, the staff and board of trustees has been developing and reviewing long-range plans. You will hear more about these in the coming months. Always, as we do this, our ideals and purposes as an organization are discussed and a mission statement for this work is written. These processes appropriately generate much discussion. I would like to share with you again, as I have every several years, some comments on your association's ideals and purposes. Over the 25 years that we have records of questions and answers about the directions and future of this work, much of which is compiled in the 254 series of readings, often called the work readings. The ideal and purposes were stated in different ways, but always, I think, with the same central meaning. In fact, the readings suggest that for real peace, all of us in the world will eventually need to share the same basic ideal. As we hold that ideal individually and in groups, we contribute to that condition. There are and should be lots of ideas, but only one ideal. An example of that statement of the one ideal is this. As the Spirit of God once moved to bring peace and harmony out of chaos, so must the Spirit move over the earth and magnify itself in the hearts, minds, and souls of men to bring peace, harmony, and understanding, that they may dwell together in a way that will bring that peace, that harmony, that can only come with all having the one ideal. Not the one idea, but thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, thy neighbor as thyself. This is the whole law, this is the whole answer to the world, to each and every soul. That is the answer to the world conditions as they exist today. Getting our activities and decisions to reflect that well-known commandment with its 3 priorities is the challenge for us as individuals, organizations, and nations. Another way the reading stated this same theme as the purpose of ARE was, this, then, should be the first and foremost, the determined purpose of the board to have wholehearted cooperation, in a one-minded purpose, and that purpose to make manifest the love of God and man. Man's relation to man, man's relation to God. The readings also referred to this purpose as the motto of the work, and we have it engraved over the doors of the Library Conference Center. If this ideal and purpose is appropriate for everyone, what then is the specific aim or mission of ARE? I think we would agree that it has to do with sharing the information in the EDGAR CAYCE readings. It is put this way in the readings. The ARE is organized to present the work of an individual, EDGAR CAYCE, in an equitable, in a consistent, in a legal, in an efficacious manner. It hangs in my office and other staff offices as this statement. Helping people change their lives for the better through the ideas in the EDGAR CAYCE readings. As when my grandfather was alive, our real measure of success as an organization has to do with whether this is happening. As we review foundations of this work, 2 other elements seem potentially important to me. They have to do with how we carry it out. First, it is an educational work. Its aim, its purposes as set forth and given, is correct. For it, the work, that accomplished, is to be first of all an educational factor in the lives of those that are contacted through the efforts of the association. This pertaining to the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. To me, this implies an openness to the different perspectives, a sharing of information through comparison and contrast. Second, it is a work of personal research. Our approach to sharing this information should involve inviting those seeking to test the ideas for themselves through applying them in their own lives. This work is not a religion, with sacred truths creating a dogma that must be believed in order to be a member. Our job is to present the information in the readings in ways that encourage you as members not to simply believe it but to test its helpfulness. As you do that, let me know, because that's the real measure of whether we are accomplishing our mission.